Today we're going to be talking about sills. We have a variety of aluminum sills right in front of me, and these are inswing sills. The very first sill to look at is a non-adjustable sill. This is made out of aluminum, the cap is plastic, it doesn't rise up or down. The sweep at the bottom of the door comes in contact with a cap, and that's it. I can't adjust it. This is a lower cost sill, and people typically will use it for cost reasons. Then we get into our adjustable inswing sills. Our very first one is a hardwood adjustable sill. Now these screws on top of the cap allow that cap to move up and down. Once I set my door unit, if there's any changes in the door unit, whatever, I can adjust that cap so that I can get the right tension or the right pressure between the weather strip, the sweep on the bottom of the door, and this cap. I'm not crazy about this sill, and here's the reason why. The bottom of this sill, or the subsill, is made out of wood. Even though it's got a treatment process on it, it can take water, it will swell, it can twist, and eventually degrade. So I'm not crazy about it because of that. Our next sill is an adjustable sill. The cap looks very different than this. It does have screws. It does have a composite bottom, but to change the cap height, you take these caps off and a screwdriver goes down inside the hole, and that allows this to be adjusted. The base or the subsill is a composite material. This is called the basic adjustable sill. It is very limited in options. I can only get it in a mill finish, and I've got very limited widths. It is a very good composite adjustable sill for price point. These next sills are the True Defense composite adjustable sills from Therma-Tru. These also have that same adjustable screw that we saw in the hardwood adjustable. The subsill is composite. In this sill, it's this material. It's a very dense material. On our aluminum, it's got a different composite on the bottom. We don't care what that material is made out of. It's a mill option, if you will, as long as the subsill is composite. And both of these have the ability to adjust that cap up and down. One final thing about the True Defense sills is we change their width, and we change options with a sill nosing. And this sill nosing can slide or snap into place to extend the width of the sill for different jam widths. The other thing that this is used for is if I wanted to do a horned sill or a sill horn where the jam leg comes to the side of the sill and I want my brick mold or casing to come down on the nosing of the sill, I can use this setup. We also have wood inswing sills. Now here we have a basic blank. Very often we'll cut it in this shape to accommodate exterior casing with sill horns. It is a great look. This material is mahogany, it's a peeling mahogany. We also offer the same sill in oak. There are two profiles for our exterior inswing wood sills. We have a high dam sill, shown here, and we have a standard or a lower dam sill. This capped area is often called a dam. On the high dam sill, it rises higher and it's a little bit more secure to stop any kind of water infiltration. This is a great product, and it should be considered in bad exposures. Sometimes people will order outswing door units. And why do they order outswing door units? Because they don't have room for the door to swing into a room or a hallway, sometimes for very, very bad exposures. In an outswing door unit, the door swings to the exterior of the building, and wind and rain will actually push the door against the weather strip. We have two types of outswing sills. We've got this bumper sill, which is made out of aluminum, but the subsill is wood, so we're not crazy about that. And you can see how the door pushes right up against the weather strip. The True Defense outswing bumper sill is a much better sill. It's got the composite subsill, and it's got this really nice flat cap that protects the weather strip. Another sill that can be used for inswing or outswing that has a very low profile is called a public access sill. Now this isn't great for stopping air and water, but its purpose is to keep a very, very low profile so things can roll over it and does not create any kind of impediment with wheels or anything like that. As you can see with all the different sills, one of the things that we recommend is always thinking about what the material is in the subsill. It does not cost much money to get a better sill with a composite subsill in it. It's very, very cheap insurance, and it's one more thing to think about when you're choosing the right door unit.